challenges have you faced at school?
One challenge that I face at school is birthdays. All my classmates are having parties and getting the latest gadgets, and when people bring in cupcakes and cakes, it's really hard to say no.
Okay, thank you. Now, how have your parents and others helped you to meet these challenges in praising Jehovah?
Well, my mom helped me during family worship by practicing what I could say to my classmates before the challenge arose, and someone else who helped me was a young sister, and before service we would have an upbuilding conversation, and she would share her experiences of challenges she faced while she was still in school.
Okay, thank you. Now also too, what has given you the courage to speak up about your Christian beliefs?
Well, praying to Jehovah has been a big helper, and also talking to the older ones and having their experiences, and also the ones that are still in school.
Okay, so do you have any experiences from your conduct?
Well, my teachers sometimes tell me that I'm a good kid and that I'm honest. So just recently, I received an award for my honesty.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move to Ethan Grace here. Now, we're going to ask you the same questions. What challenges have you faced at school?
Well, due to being homeschooled, I have a lot of free time. So the main problem that I face is choosing how I use that free time.
Okay, thank you. Now, how have your parents and others helped you to meet these challenges?
Well, my father and I have a regular study where we go over things that a teenager my age would go through or is going to, go through, and we talk about ways that I can overcome that or even avoid it.
Okay, thank you. Now, what has given you the courage to speak up about your Christian beliefs? Obviously, at homeschooling, that probably wouldn't apply, but you've been in public schools in the past, correct?
Mm-hmm. The main thing that really helps me is praying to Jehovah. And then in our family worship, we do the real-world problems where we talk about what could arise at school, and that really helps me too.
Okay, so do you have an experience you'd like to relate to us?
Well, 2 years ago when I was in 6th grade, I was reading a yearbook in my reading class, and the kid next to me, he put his book down and he said, "My book's boring, so tell me what yours is about." So I was talking to him about the yearbook, and we eventually got into a conversation about the Bible. And then he asked me if I had any books that kind of went along with that. So the next day I brought him the Young People, or the What Does the Bible Really Teach book. And then a couple of kids behind me, they noticed that book and they said, "Well, hey, can I have one of those?" So the next day I brought them those. And then after that, a couple of kids behind them said they wanted some of them. And eventually it just got into a circulation of me placing 32 books.
Okay, very good. Now let's change over here to Brother Greg Wilborn. Now, what challenges have you faced at school?
Well, some of the challenges I face is college, higher education, being pressured for trying to go into college or getting a higher education. And it's been a real struggle also too, handling the pressure from to participate in a lot of extracurricular activities. A lot of the kids may throw together something that they want me to participate in. And also on top of that, dating, since it's really common, it's really hard for me also.
Okay, now how have your parents and others helped you to meet these challenges?
Well, my parents are always showing me genuine love and support through my goals and making sure that I stay on that right track to Jehovah. So, and also too, during family worship, we always role play in some way, shape, or form that can allow me to face or combat a lot of the things that I may face in school and how to give a proper response to it. And also too, here in the congregation too, being able to associate with a lot of the older ones and being able to work with them in the field ministry really helps me being able to learn from their experiences and see how they were when they were younger like me, to see how they handled the situation that I may face today.
Okay, thank you. And what has given you the courage to speak up about your Christian beliefs?
Well, prayer first off is a major help, and also praying specifically for Holy Spirit to get me through a lot of these challenges, and also is giving me so much faith that I'll be able to speak up even more commonly about my Christian beliefs as being a Jehovah's Witness to other people who may ask.
Okay, thank you. Now, do you have an experience you'd like to relate for us?
Well, just recently, just a month ago, I was able to start my first Bible study with a classmate in my class, and he was enjoying it so much. He was always asking me when I'm going to have our next one. He wants to study numerous times through the week. And through our studies just previously, he's already rejected a lot of the beliefs that he formerly knew, which is Christmas, Trinity, and also hellfire doctrine. He continues to look forward to rooting out unbiblical things.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you, young ones, for those fine comments. Well, you know, really, friends, we have several more exemplary youths in our congregation who could qualify for this part. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, young ones, we really appreciate all of your hard work here that you're doing at the Davison congregation.